Hi, welcome to Dip in Kitchen, Festive Flavors with Elephant Atta. I'm Dipna and today we are cooking up some delightful treats for you all. So to start with, I'm going to make a Kathi roll burrito and then some street food, a Chollay Puri Chaat, really intriguing. And to finish, some triple berry muffins. So let's go. To make Kathi roll burritos, first of all, we need to make a filling. So start off with some vegetable oil in a pan, like so. And then some onions. Now to make my filling, I'm using lamb mince. A good substitute for lamb is the turkey mince, works really, really well. And just wait for my onions to sizzle up. What I'm going to add right now is some green chili. So it depends on how hot you like this. Let's keep this one medium. Actually, traditionally a Kathi roll is supposed to be quite spicy. Let's go in with a little bit more. I'm adding an extra dimension to my Kathi roll. Traditionally, a Kathi roll does have egg on the inside. Whilst my onions are browning, I'm going to slice some peppers. My onions are just beginning to brown. This is the stage at which I'm going to add my keema. I've got the leanest of lamb mince, which goes in. And keema doesn't take long to cook at all. In fact, it cooks within minutes. So let's spice up firstly with some coriander powder. And then we're going to add some salt for seasoning. Some red chili. Also, don't forget we have added the green chili. That cooks super fast. Already my keema is ready for the peppers. Let's go in with the peppers, like so. Ready to go in now with the king of spice, the garam masala. This is the final touch. My burrito filling is cooked to perfection. I'm now going to start on my burrito paratha. Okay, so Kathi roll paratha. We need some medium multigrain, works really, really well with this. So about 180 grams or so. There we go, we got some for the rolling out, lots for the rolling out. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. And then, time to get your hands dirty by adding water. So what you're doing is kneading, first of all using your fingertips, and then adding more water as you knead it. Soft and bouncy, just means it's going to be easy for me to roll out. I'm going to round that into a ball, like so. And then I'm going to leave it to prove for about 30 minutes. It doesn't have any proving agent in, but if you leave the dough to rest, then when you roll it, you will get nice, clean edges. So we will come back and make some parathas. So my dough has been proving and should be perfect to make my Kathi roll paratha. So I'm going to split that evenly into two. That should be perfect actually for two parathas. And what I do is round it. And before I start rolling out, I want to get my tawa on. Really important to have a nice hot tawa for the perfect paratha. Okay, so what we do is dip it into flour one side, dip it into flour the other side, press down using your fingertips, and then you shape the edges of the dough into a disc shape, and you start rolling. Now, if your paratha turns like this, it means the amount of pressure that you're applying is perfect. So I'm not applying so much pressure. Perfect size for my tawa, which has been heating and should be perfect. What I do now is just shake off all the flour side to side. Ah, that is the perfect size. So what we're doing is cooking the paratha on one side, half. And then once it's half cooked on one side, we are cooking on the other side. And as the brown spots start to form, that's when you know your paratha is ready for the butter or the oil. In this case, I am using butter. So it's important to control the heat here. If the tawa is not hot enough, the paratha is going to undercook. And if it's too hot, it's of course going to overcook. So you have to maintain or control the heat as best as you can. So that is looking perfectly cooked on one side, because I can see it's already starting to bubble. And the brown spots are already starting to form. Perfect. In fact, that is telling me that it's ready for my butter. So if you are watching your calories, not one for you. Okay. And you can hear that sizzle, and you can smell that butter, just divine. And now let's turn the other side. Perfect. Time to make my omelette for my paratha. So 2 eggs per paratha. I'm going to season my whisked egg with a little bit of salt. I'm adding some coriander, and I add it in my omelette. It makes a nice coriander omelette. So let's split them evenly, the mixture, or as evenly as we can. Perfect. Heat some oil on our tawa. Now remember, we want to try and get the size of the omelette perfect. So we'll spread it all the way. Okay, and now I am going to just wait for that to heat a little bit more. And my pan is nice and hot. And now we have to work fast. So I need one of my parathas. Yeah, perfect. Just press it down. Okay, just wait for that omelette to cook. And then from the sides, just scrape it off. Perfect. And what I can do is just to make that nice and moist, just a little bit. Oil. Nice and brown from the bottom. Take that off the heat. And then carefully just slice around there. Be careful because this is quite hot. And I'm not going to waste the edges. I'm going to put them straight back in. And then what you do is really carefully put your plate over and tilt. And that was so easy, huh? Right, that is ready to be filled. In the meantime, put that egg back in there, no waste. And now the exciting bit, time to fill. So let's be really lenient on our keema mixture. In like so. And then this is perfect with mint chutney. Let's be generous with that. In fact, I love a bit of tamarind, so if you have some tamarind chutney lying around, add a bit of sweetness to the dimension as well. And that is a Kathi roll. Perfect. We need to now roll up. So I'm gently going to shift that onto there. So I've been a bit too lenient on the filling. That's okay. We're allowed to, it's New Year's. So I'm going to just roll, being quite tight. And then I'm going to tie from this side, really tight. We don't want our keema to fall out. And tie from this side. And that is my perfect Kathi roll burrito. I'm going to cut that in half and I'm going to present it. I'm going to cut it into half. Now guys, doesn't that look delicious? The layer of paratha with the omelette and the filling, absolutely yummy. Keema paratha burrito. Now time for my triple berry muffins. So let's start. Butter, caster sugar in a bowl, and we're going to cream the mixture together using a whisk. Perfect. When your mixture is nice and pale and fluffy like so, we're going to leave it to one side, and then I need some eggs. 4 eggs for my triple berry muffins. Delicious. I'm going to whisk my eggs together, and then what I'm going to do is just gradually add the egg to my butter and caster sugar mixture. Give that a mix. We can also flavor at this stage as well, so a little bit of cinnamon. Be lenient, I love cinnamon. Some baking powder, just a touch, so you get nice fluffy muffins. And now we are ready to fold in both of our flours. So self-raising flour in. And then I combine it with medium, with multigrain elephant atta. And these are the most fluffiest muffins. So combine it as well as you can using your wooden spoon. And this is a perfect texture. I want to now get my berries in. So let's go in with my triple berries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, and just fold in really carefully. Wow, look at that. And that cinnamon in there gives it such a nice flavor. The texture of these muffins is just delicious. Okay, just giving that a final mix together. And that is ready for my muffin cases. My oven is already preheating. All done and ready for the oven. Next, it's Chollay Puri Chaat, one of my favorite street food style dishes that I've created very recently. So to start with, we're going to take some medium with multigrain elephant atta to make our puris. Let's go in with a little bit of oil, some turmeric for a little bit of color for the puris. And then we need to mix using our fingertips to begin with. And as the dough starts to come together, incorporate the whole of your hand in the kneading motion. That is perfect. Puri dough. Just going to round that, and I'm going to leave that to prove for about 30 minutes. Puri dough should be ready. Proved, lovely. And now, time to ball the little puris and fry them. So I normally do all the balls. Okay, so what we do to make a puri, dip into the atta, the flour. I've already started to heat my oil because it's important for puri that your oil is nice and hot. And we roll out our puri. I call it a nice cute size. So roll out your puri to a nice cute size. So again, the same motion. You're rolling, putting pressure on the rolling pin, but not too much, so it turns by itself. And let's try in the oil. This should be perfect. Okay, so we lower the puri into the oil, wait for it to rise. And then I'm going to turn that one over. Lovely. Let's go in with another one on the other side. Shaking off the flour. Put that in like that. Let's take this one out. Okay, that one is ready to come out. And now let's put our chaat together. The exciting time to put together our Chollay Puri Chaat. I have some yogurt. I'm just going to season that with some salt, a little bit of salt in there. And I'm going to add some cumin powder, a little bit of seasoning in the yogurt, give that a mix. I have all my components here for my puri chollay chaat. My puris are nice and fluffy and hot. I'm going to get them onto the plate like so. And this is my chana. And I'm just going to layer my chana on top of my puri. Be lenient with that. Onion, chopped red onion. Add some savory vermicelli. Nice crispy texture. So you get all the textures coming through this. That, yummy. Gonna add a little bit of chaat masala just through the middle of that. And then I'm going to go on with some yogurt. Look at that. Some tamarind drizzled on top. Oh my God, I'm just salivating already. Some fresh mint. Which gives an amazing flavor when combined with some fresh chopped coriander. And not forgetting some pomegranate, a nice sweetness. So you've got sour, sweet, tangy, spicy, a little bit of garnish, and a little flour as well. Chollay Puri Chaat like this. My triple berry muffins are out of the oven. I've also let them rest for about 25 minutes. They're now the perfect temperature to serve and indulge. Dust them with a little bit of icing sugar. Ooh. Okay, right, my favorite bit. Are you ready for this? Right. Guys, just look. Okay. Triple berry muffin. I hope you've enjoyed sharing my recipes. Here's wishing you all a very happy new year. Stay blessed.